Everything I ever wanted, I'ma get. Because I believe in myself and I trust in my process. You see, some people call it luck, but I call it the will to never give up. It may not happen right now, but you best believe it will happen later. Simple.
The law of detachment. When you detach from everything, you attract everything. When you don't need any external energy to complete you, everything becomes inherently attracted to you. When you don't need anything, you gain everything. The best things in life come to you when you aren't searching for them.
There is so much power in believing that everything will work out, even when you don't know how or when. You just believe that it will. That kind of belief is not naive. It's power in the purest form. Because once you truly believe it's already yours, you stop chasing. You stop negotiating with fear. Belief is the ultimate filter. It deletes the distractions. It silences the noise. It makes the how irrelevant and keeps you locked in on the why. Most people are anxious because they keep opening the door to thoughts that don't match the life they're building. But when your belief is sharp, everything else falls away. You move different. You speak with less doubt. You stop performing and start becoming. And that's when manifestation kicks in. Not when you write it down once, not when you talk about it, but when the belief is so strong it makes anything else feel laughable. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need conviction. The kind that can walk through the fog like it's already seen the view. Make the belief louder than the fear and let the magic meet you in motion.
You care too much about life and that's why you're failing. You have to detach. You literally can't care at all about anything ever. Because what you're saying to yourself when you care a lot and when you worry is you're in a state of lack. If you have something, if you have everything you want, why would you ever care about having it? You can't give a shit. Money, success, you can't care. It's a massive, massive important principle. The second you stop caring, the second you receive.
The moment you stop needing anything is the moment everything starts chasing you. Most guys are desperate. They're desperate for success, for validation, and that is what pushes them all away. If you want to become successful and you want to achieve these things, you need to be detached from them. You need to be almost flowing so these things just naturally come to you. They naturally attract to you. When you are needy, when you are chasing, when you are doing whatever you can to achieve something, it almost pushes it away. It almost runs from you.
When we really, really want something, we put it on a pedestal and we energetically separate ourselves from it. If something's really, really important, you really, really resist it and it's not equal to your identity. So there are balancing forces that come into our reality to literally block that thing from coming into your life. But it's also with this notion that that thing over there is going to make us happy on the inside. So the balancing forces of the universe can't help but keep it from you because it's like you haven't learned the lesson. It's like if you have a dog and you're chasing a dog, what does the dog do? Just runs away from you, right? It's playing the game. It's playing off that energy dynamic. Well, in the same way, someone goes on a date and they're wanting someone to meet their needs and it's really important that they like them and that they validate them. They're creating all this resistance and that resistance actually blocks that what you want.
Belief is a skill. Belief requires so much development. It's hard to believe things that you can't see. It's hard to believe when you're skinny or overweight that you can have a six-pack and that you can have a crazy physique. It's hard when you're poor to believe that one day you can be rich. It's hard to believe when your mama's working a 9-to-5 or 2 jobs that you can actually retire her in a couple years. But if you can sit there and have a conversation with yourself and believe that all things are possible, then everything is possible. Because like I said, it all starts with the mind. The mind is like the steering wheel of your life. And if you can't take control of your mind, somebody else will control it for you.
If you're someone who constantly thinks about their dream life, who knows that it's meant to happen, you see it day and night in your mind, in your visions, in your thoughts, why are you constantly stressed out about the idea of it happening or not? When you're constantly stressing out over the outcome of something, the world will recognize that and see that you are not confident in the ability of the outcome happening. It's like in school when you took an exam and you cared about the outcome and the results of your score and you constantly thought about it, and when you got it back, it was a flunk. But then again, when we took exams and we disregarded the outcome of it, we got it back and you passed. That's because the universe is always listening. It knows when you're confident about an outcome. It knows when you're worthy of something. And when you're constantly stressing out over the outcome of your own life, the world's going to recognize that and see that you are not ready for it. You need to use the law of detachment to detach from the outcome of certain things happening in life. If you knew you were meant to live a great life, a successful life, detach from the outcome of it and work on the skill to build that life.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that it's possible because you can create your reality. The perception that you have of the world, if you think there's only scarcity, there's no opportunity, that's how you are going to interact with reality. If you think that there's abundance, if you think that there's opportunity, then these things will manifest themselves to you. So you have to believe that you can, right?
Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they produce your future. Yes, sir.
Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
When you are so detached to the point that you know that you, your higher self, and God has the best in place for you, you can sit back and completely enjoy every beautiful moment. When you can detach to the point where you are always present and you are trusting in each and every moment to be exactly what it needs to be. That, in my opinion, is when you will find the greatest joy.
The quickest way I can put it, applying the law of detachment and really going for your goal without being attached to it, it's about the clarity of your mind when you detach from something. When you are attached to something, it's easier for you to be triggered emotionally. It's easier for you to be irritated. It's easier for it to build up and bother you and for you to be frustrated with not achieving that result. But when you detach from it, you don't think as emotionally. It's easier for you to think constructively, to think objectively. It's easier for you to put your ego out of the conversation and say, what is the true way to achieve this goal? By any means necessary. Not my way, but the way. And how can the way to achieve it contribute to my way, my story, and how I'm going to go about achieving what I want out of life?
It's that belief where people think you're a bit crazy, like, nah, he ain't gonna do it. Nah, trust me, he ain't gonna do it. I don't believe he can do it. But that's their belief.
But before you can ever reach anything, you have to believe it. You don't just mistakenly become great at something.
You know, if you don't believe in yourself, what you do, you never achieve. You achieve the nothing. I believe. My team believe me. And you all should believe in yourself.
The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe. When you believe, everything is possible.
He's not the brightest candle in the room, but he burns longer than anyone else. And that's exactly what I do. I won't be defeated, you see. I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. It's impossible. You condemn me. You can damage me. You're never ever going to beat me. The situation will define you as a person as well as you will define the situation. And you learn more about yourself in adversity than you'll ever learn in success.
One of my favorite quotes is, the man who loves walking will always walk farther than the man who loves the destination. Keep that in mind as you pursue your goals, as you pursue the life that you know that you deserve. If you fall in love with the process, if you fall in love with getting better, you'll get there. If you fall in love with what's at the end, you'll probably quit. Stay safe.
I just delusionally believed that I could. I just absolutely believed I could, and that made the world move out of my way. Like a small drop of water on a rock, eventually there'll be a river, and I was just persistent and I believed I could. And like from that belief, by the way, comes all of the skills. As I said, failure is feedback. So speaking, sales, how to build a business, all of that comes by just persistence. And then you get skills, and then you get knowledge. But it all starts with just that persistence. I'm not quitting at this thing. I need to, I must.
The law of detachment goes like this. Everything you want, every desire you have is already done. You have every single thing that you need. So knowing that, enjoy this day. Enjoy every simple thing you can. The blue sky in this video, the sun, like this beautiful place, every single thing that's in your life, the phone that you're holding, you're watching this on. Be grateful you have that. Be grateful you have access to clean water. Find joy in every moment of your life.
I don't vision board anymore because I am a powerful manifester, and I know that, and I know how to do it without physically putting it on a board. You have to meet the vibration. You can't be above or below it. It's just what I was talking about, negative energy, positive energy. In order to draw the thing to you that you want to come, you can't want it so much that you fear that you won't get it, and then you weren't thinking about it every day, because you can't, it doesn't come to you that way. You have to do it, and then you have to put it, and then you have to meet that vibration. You have to prepare yourself to be there and ready when it shows up.
I need you to go to the next level. I need you to elevate. I need you to dominate. I need you to win. I need you to be that woman or be that man. I need you to be him. I need you to be her. I need you to be that. And you know why you can do that? Because you got to believe.
To manifest, you have to believe. You have to believe that you already have whatever it is that you want. And the reason that you have to believe you have it already is because the subconscious mind is only operating in the present. It's just like a program. So if you say, my new car is coming, I'm going to get a new car, it's coming. Well, then it's always going to be coming. You have to imagine you have it now. You have to go off and you have to test drive the car. You've got to feel the car, smell the car, then visualize being in that car. If you do that enough, that's how you'll come to believe that you actually have the car. And the moment that you believe, there's manifestations instantaneous.
The best advice I ever got about being successful is to detach myself from the outcome. A lot of you out here are doing a lot of the right things and you're not seeing the success you think you should be seeing. The problem may not be your systems or your habits. You might be doing all the right things. The problem might be your expectation or your idea of what this should look like. And then you get hung up on the fact that you're not seeing things in the arbitrary timeline you decided you maybe should see them, and you stop or you give up. This rule applies to anything: fitness, business, anything that takes a long time to succeed in. So instead of focusing so much on what am I doing wrong that's not creating the results, ask yourself, am I assigning an unrealistic, arbitrary, or downright inaccurate timeline for what the success should manifest into? Detach yourself from the outcome and do the behaviors you know you're supposed to do, and the natural byproduct will be the outcome you seek. It may not come when you decided you want it to come, but it will happen.
Master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, and you got to win it.
I know that's right.
Now, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you're going to work it. Then if you do those two, you're going to win. There you go.
Doesn't matter what's going on. If you believe that you can do something, then you can do it. Like, no matter what. I don't care if it's saying like it's too far away. If you keep driving to be that in life, whatever you want to be, then you can be it.
If you build a beautiful garden, butterflies will fly to you. Okay? But if you are trying to chase the butterflies, they will fly away from you. So you need to focus on building yourself, building your interior, get detached from the exterior results and instead get attached to your interior, what you're building, get attached to your purpose. When you're so desperate, you're like, oh, I want the money, I want the success, I want the growth, you're chasing, you're trying all your best to get there, it won't come to you. So you need to practice the law of detachment. Once you know what the law of detachment is and you put it into play, that's when the success will all start naturally coming to you.
No more gray decisions in your life. It either serves the man or the woman you want to become, the business you want, the father you want to be, the wife you want to be, the mom you want to be, the leader you want to be. Your actions either serve and take you towards that version of yourself, or those actions take you away from that. If you get rid of, well, maybe kinda, surfing on my phone a little bit, or doing this a little bit, or binging on Netflix a little bit, or hanging out with those negative people a little bit. No. You want to go to the next level? Then there's no gray anymore. It either takes you towards the person you want to be, or it takes you away. Everything else is a no.
Attachment, for example. I think being attached to things, the outcomes, is like the root of all suffering.
You shouldn't care about the outcome and just focus entirely on the inputs and the work that you're putting in. Because that's the only thing you have control over. You don't have control over the outcome.
Detaching from the outcome and just kind of focusing on making the best thing you can.
You have control over putting your best foot forward and creating the best work possible. And if you do that for a long enough period of time, there's no chance that you won't succeed.
If you think it's impossible, for you, it is. It is impossible because you believe in your heart it's impossible. For you, yes, it is impossible. You have set that limitation in your mind. If you think with a I can't do it attitude, guess what? You right.
Why we don't believe that we can do it better? We have to believe, we have to be positive.
Believe. I think you should believe in everything.
To try to change the things.
And of course, the rest, it's the dedication, the hard work.
You have to implant that in your mind that we are capable to change things.
And believe in your talents. I think it's the main point.
Your life will become peaceful when you quit trying to control every single outcome that happens, okay? This ties in with the law of detachment. Quit focusing on what you could get from something and focus on what you could give to something. Many people are focused on the output. What am I going to get from this? When am I going to get it? How much am I going to get? And they're not focused on the input. How much work can I put in today? What can I do today? How can I show up for myself today? When you just focus on that, that's when the peace begins. You're not anxious about the future, okay? That's what anxiety is. You're sitting there freaking out about a possibility that could happen. And 9.9 times out of 10, that possibility never even ends up happening, okay? But you're just up in your head focused on the outcome so hard, then your brain starts to play against you, okay? If you just make a plan, whatever it is, make a plan to the best of your ability and execute on that plan every single day. That's what I mean when I say input. When you have a plan for a goal and you know exactly what you have to do, okay, just do the input. Just create input, do exactly what you said you know you have to do, and eventually the output will happen. You will get a result. You don't know exactly what the result is in some cases you do, but that takes away the stress and anxiety, the bullshit that you're freaking out about because you don't know how to control your brain.
I don't care where you come from. I don't care where you were raised. If you do the work consistently, 10 years work when everybody else is partying, making excuses, doing the cool thing on the weekend, is going to pay off.
Until your mind is open to the possibilities that I can do this, you would never be able to do it. Once the mind starts to believe it can be achieved, only then does it start to break down tactically how we can do this. Until then, you're going to always lose.
Your mind is designed to help you get what you want. You just have to be willing to believe it's possible.
If you can get a mental image of the person you would most like to become, begin now to act as that person would act in everything you do. Gradually, imperceptibly, you will actually become that person.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you can do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the odds. You have to believe it's possible.
Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion, because it's only delusional until it works. Before you can do something, you must first be something. Before you can do what you would most like to do, you must first become the person who can do it.
Science shows that the way you talk to yourself can actually make you dumber. That voice in your head, if it's judgmental, stressed, self-critical, you're not just being hard on yourself, you're hijacking your own intelligence. Cortisol goes up, your nervous system gets fried, and the part of your brain that handles clarity, creativity, and decision-making, it literally shrinks. This is deeper than mindset. This is biology. You keep replaying your worst moments, talking down to yourself like it's discipline. You're not building resilience, you're building a mental prison. You can't manifest anything meaningful from a body that's stuck in survival mode. You can't create peace from an environment that feels unsafe, even if that environment is in your own mind. So here's the question. Is your mind a place that you'd want to live in? If not, change the tone. You don't have to believe in yourself all of the time. Just stop speaking like someone who doesn't.
Learning to love the journey, the process, and the work and the grit behind what you're trying to achieve is where the fulfillment comes from. That is the success. That is the happiness. It's not the destination you've set off in the horizon. Anyone that's hyper successful that I've heard talk about getting to the point they wanted to, all they do is dwell on how much they love the process and the grind to get there. And they wish they could go back to that because now they have the thing and it's just on to the next thing. So learn to love the process and the daily work and detach yourself from any outcome or expectation, and I promise you will get whatever you're looking for. Just do the work. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
Talk to yourself positive. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Just repeating, I can do it. I can do it over and over again. Boost your self-confidence and boost your self-esteem. When you have nothing else to do, say, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Because saying I like myself or I love myself expands your ability and your capacity in every area of your life. Speak out loud. Make sure the things that you say out loud are consistent with the person that you want to be and the things that you want to do. Verbalize and say, I like myself. Don't say aloud things that like, I'm never on time, I can't lose weight, but always speak in positive terms. Remember that you can almost double the force of an affirmation by speaking it aloud. If you speak it really loud, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. You speak it really loud and really strong, it has double, triple, sometimes several times the impact. Imagine that you've been hired to play the role of an extremely successful person in a Broadway play. And in this role, what you are going to do is you're going to walk, talk, and act as though you were the success, as though you were the role model, as though you were the ideal image of the perfect person that you want to become. And if you walk it, talk it, pretend it, visualize it, think it, and affirm it over and over again, that is the person that you become as inevitably as the sun rising in the east and setting in the West.
You're not the smartest, you're not the coolest, you're not the best looking, but god damn it, you are something. You've got something that attracts people. They don't know what it is, you don't know what it is, but it's there.
The best high performers stay in the flow state. The way they're able to do this is with the law of detachment. And a lot of people talk about this, but it's not explained enough. The flow state is a spiritual experience. If God allows me to have it, then I will have it. So when you think about this mindset and you go into it deeper, he's not worried about what's going to happen in the outcome of the fight. He's just allowing himself to be present. Because it's not up to him. Letting go of the control of wanting the outcome to happen so bad and just allowing it to be, allowing yourself to truly be present in the moment. Because that is where all the magic happens, in the present. Needing something to happen is low vibration. Needing it to happen means there's a distance between you and it. But the difference between knowing it is going to happen means it's one with you. That it's already done. That it's predestined. So you allow the outcome to let go because you're already living in it. Ilya Taporia would have celebrations the night before a fight. This man is living in the desired state that he believes in. It's true self-belief. It's not just saying it, it's truly embodying it. Reconditioning your whole entire belief system to really truly believe that it's going to happen. With sports, with business, with things that we start, it takes all of ourself in order for it to happen. And once you get to the inner part of yourself that really truly creates yourself from the deep depths within you, and you truly believe it's going to happen, then it's innate and it's predestined. It's going to happen.
If you believe that you're good at what you do, and you strive to be good at what you do, you don't need to worry about what other people think. You need to be able to understand that you have your own confidence that you can do whatever it is you're required to do, and other people will see that confidence in you. The minute you start doubting yourself, other people will see that you're doubting yourself, and that becomes a weakness in your personality.
I was built to win. The two ways to build something insane is deep insecurity turned into fuel, or deep levels of confidence turned into fuel.
To believe in yourself beyond, without a doubt. Believe in yourself, and don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Don't rely on anybody to push you or make you better. Believe in yourself and only yourself, and allow that human being to make you a better person.
If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
If you believe in yourself, and you actually believe, not just like, oh, I believe in myself because I was told by Chris and Jesse on a podcast too. Like, if you genuinely believe in yourself, you are 75% already there.
You are absolutely capable of creating the life that you can't stop thinking about. And the only person in your way is you. You are the one not doing what you know you need to be doing. So release the need for external validation, let go of resistance, and align with the frequency of your desires. Begin to trust the process, detach from the outcome, and act in full faith. The universe mirrors your energy back to you. Your dream life isn't a distant fantasy. It's a vibrational match away.
Detachment is not that you own nothing. Detachment is that nothing owns you. Usually people see detachment as being away from everything. Actually, the greatest detachment is being close to everything and not letting it consume and own you.
I promise you one thing. If you put your mind to it, and you work hard, and you never give up, and most importantly, you don't listen to rejection, you can achieve anything in life that you want and plan for, which will culminate in you achieving your dreams, everything you've dreamt of. Your plan will work, so make it happen. Shock everyone, shock yourself. Your seemingly impossible mission is personal. Do you know something? It's only impossible for others because they can't see what you can see. You're changing, you're growing, you're maturing in every way imaginable. Now, it takes a lot to change what you're doing, but you owe it to yourself to become everything you've dreamed of. Trust the magic of changing the person you are, of new beginnings. Do you know something? Things will work out for you. You're going to have everything in your life that you dream of. There's just one thing. Start now.
Believe you are the best, because when you embrace that belief, you turn the impossible into the inevitable. Believe with such intensity that your very own spirit ignites a fire in others. Believe you're the best, because if you don't, who will?
The law of belief. The law of belief simply says that whatever you believe with feeling, and this is the key, with feeling, and the more emotion you put into a belief becomes your reality. It becomes your reality because you will always act in a manner consistent with your beliefs. As a matter of fact, your entire reality right now is simply an outward picturing of your most intensely held beliefs. If you believe something that is positive or believe something that is negative, or as Henry Ford said, if you believe you can do a thing or if you believe you cannot, you are right. Our beliefs do form our realities. To the degree to which we believe anything to be true, our beliefs act as sort of like a screen. They filter out any information that is inconsistent with our beliefs. We have a deep down desire inside of us to remain consistent. So we're always trying to view our world, rationalize our world, interpret our world so that it is consistent with what we have already decided to believe. We develop what is called scotomas. A scotoma is a word in psychology that simply says that we develop blind spots. We do not see opportunities if we are convinced that there are no opportunities. We do not see possibilities for success if we don't believe that success is possible for us. However, if we begin to change our beliefs, we begin to change our realities.
If he could do it,
this isn't a movie.
He believed in himself, and you can too.
Man, you're gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be even like rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do. It's not about it's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe. When you believe, everything is possible.
The law of detachment will help you get into flow states. Start looking at your desires as promises. It's divine destiny written within my DNA. And so the moment that I claim it, it is mine, it's unfolding from me now. I have no say-so in the middle, in the actual unfolding. I leave that up to the greater mind within me. So when I look at my desires as destiny, everything that I do becomes the right path. I go to the end, I stay in the end, and the end is what actually creates the path to get there. Remember, there are infinite ways to get what you want.
Always, always, always talk good about yourself. Always talk positive about yourself. Always tell yourself you can do it. Always be that encourager.
Anything you want to do, I do not care if literally no one believes in you, bro. I don't give a if nobody believes in you. I believe in you. Because I remember what it was like when I was literally 17, 18 years old. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. When I told people I wanted to be a streamer, it was almost humorous to them, bro. And I genuinely hope that you do not let anyone's opinion or judgment of you affect what you want to do in your life. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. It's no one else's life. It's your life. So you should only listen to yourself. And like I said before, if nobody believes in you, I believe in you. I promise you, I believe in you. If literally nobody believes in you, I believe in you.
Impossible. As long as you really believe it and trust yourself.
Do you think it's your destiny? Do you think it's your birthright, your destiny to
My
be?
friend, you have to make your destiny.
If you could do that really well and keep practicing falling in love with your future, the stronger the emotion you feel, the more you remember your future. And to the brain, it's exactly the same. The brain is literally being branded by that image, and the brain does not know the difference in that moment between the real life experience and the experience that you're having in your mind.
You see, what you say is what you get. Your tongue is a creative force. Words have power, more power than you could ever imagine. Every word that comes out of your mouth has 100 to 1,000 times more power than a thought. If you believe that what you say will happen, you will get whatever you say.
When you reach a goal, you're going to act like you're already there. It's already happened intellectually the second you think about it. It's already happened emotionally when you're emotionally involved with it. So it's only a period of time until it manifests in physical form. But because it's not in physical form, we act like we haven't got it yet. That's why most people stay stuck, because they're acting like they haven't got it yet. You see yourself, your imagination, you've got to be that person. You've got to be it intellectually. You've got to be it emotionally. Well, it's only a period of time then until it manifests physically. That's one of the first laws of the universe. Is a perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy is moving into form, always.
The secret is to get and hold fast in your mind the mental image of the person you would most like to be. Then in every situation, you act and talk as you feel that person would. You make the kind of decisions you think that person would. This is the way to constantly grow into a better, more effective person. You immediately begin to act with more confidence, and confidence is the first step to accomplishment. As your accomplishments begin to grow, which they most certainly will, real confidence slowly takes the place of the part you've been playing. Day by day, you'll grow into the image you hold in your mind.